Makeup Forever in the US. Ooh, I see everybody's joining. Come on in. I'm super excited to be here and share with you all of my tips and tricks. I'm also a part of the Makeup Forever Pro Collective, which is a global collective of artists who come together to curate the best products and services to meet your needs. Through those products and services, we empower you to unleash your personal edge. Today, I'm gonna be unleashing my personal edge from the Makeup Forever Pro Studio in New York. Type in the chat and let me know where you're gonna be unleashing your personal edge from. Today, we are going to share all the tips and tricks and products, of course, needed to turn your everyday look into your holiday look. Let's see who we have in the chat. We have Columbia is here, Raptor, happy holidays. Katie from Texas, we have Elisa, Kathy from Sarasota, Florida, Angie in New York, DeAndre from Alabama. Hello everyone, we are so excited to have you here. Now we have a lot of goodies and gifts and giveaways that we're gonna be doing since this is our last live stream of the year. Angie saw us on TikTok. We love that, Angie. Thank you for joining. Hi, Michelle. So one of the gifts that we have today, we are going to be giving out a 4-piece gift set to the first 150 orders that come through. This gift set is going to include our Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. It's going to include our graphic pen liner, which you'll see me use in a little bit. And it also is going to have the step 1 and step 2 from a professional mascara, all included in this beautiful, perfect little red pouch. I absolutely love this. I'm gonna be bringing this to all of my holiday parties. Now we know I can't do these live streams alone. We have the whole gang here with us. I have all of my fellow pro artists in the chat who are gonna help answer any questions that I may miss. And of course, I have my beautiful friends and models here to help showcase how we're gonna turn their everyday look into their holiday looks. So first up, I'm gonna invite my good friend Stu over. Come on over, Stu. We have a lot of hearts coming through. Everybody's already super excited. Stu, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. We want to hear from you. First and foremost, we know you've got some holiday parties lined up. That's why you're here today. We want to figure out what is going to be the best way to turn your everyday look into your holiday look. So talk to me a little bit about some concerns you have had in the past with maybe like your complexion routine.
So my biggest problem with my complexion routine is just longevity. It never lasts to the end of the day.
Okay. So it looks great in the morning.
Yes, and then by at night,
not so much. Okay, great. So we are gonna show you the complexion products that you need to create a flawless complexion, but that will also go from the office every day to your holiday. Now I know you have some holiday parties lined up. Tell me which one you are most excited for.
I'm most excited to go to the one you're going to, of course.
The secret is out. We are going to a holiday party together, and I'm gonna show Stu how to glitz and glam herself all the way through the holiday season. Okay, so we've already prepped Stu's eyes with some eyeshadow, and we already prepped her lips with a lip color. We're gonna dive into her complexion routine since she mentioned that this is something that she struggles with to keep it on for all day wear. I also do want to say that we have an amazing promotion going on right now for complexion products. We're calling it the Power Partners. So any foundation plus concealer is going to be an amazing value of $60. And I'm going to show you the HD and Ultra HD franchise products that will last throughout the entire day. All you have to do is pick your shades. You can use our shade finder on makeupforever.com to find your perfect HD skin shade. We know that no complexion is ready until you have prepped the skin. So we're gonna actually use the Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Primer on Stu to give that perfect drink of water to the skin. This is also gonna help keep her makeup on for that all day wear and give 24-hour hydration. It is the perfect drink of water to the skin, especially if you are in the Northeast like we are, where all of our skin is a little dry and dehydrated right now. Isn't that right?
Yes, very true.
So I'm gonna show you how I like to apply this product. So I like to use a little bit more than a pea-size amount on the back of my hand. And for this, I'm going to apply it with the new Makeup Forever 109 brush. This brush is beautiful, it's extra large and dense, so it applies product really nice and evenly. I like to work off of the tip of the brush when I'm applying it with primer. So I'll pick my primer right up onto those bristles and get a little bit closer, Stu, so everybody can see your beautiful skin. We're gonna start in the center of the face and stretch this product in a downward motion. How does that feel going onto your skin?
So hydrating.
Really hydrating. Go ahead and turn just a little bit so everybody can see how it gives that beautiful natural glow to the skin. I think me and Stu need some hearts in the chat for this glowy, gorgeous skin. And we'll do the same on the other side. Starting in the center of the face and stretching this product in a downward motion. Now, the reason we also stretch this product in that downward motion is if you're anything like me and you have a little bit of texture happening right now because it is winter, it's gonna lay everything really flat and smooth, so whatever you put on top of that is gonna look just as even as smooth. We have a lot of hearts coming through. We see a lot of love for HD skin. And Michelle never thought of using a brush for primer. Absolutely, Michelle. We love to apply primers with brushes, and this is the perfect multitasker because you can use it for primer as well as foundation. Now, Stu's skin type is on the oilier side, so we're gonna show you the perfect way to set this makeup for an oilier skin type. And we're gonna start first with the Makeup Forever HD Skin. Now again, if you're unsure of your shade, you can always use our shade finder on makeupforever.com so you can find your perfect match. Stu's perfect match is shade 4N62, which is a beautiful neutral undertone to match her neutral undertone. We talked a little bit earlier, and Stu had mentioned that sometimes she struggles to find the perfect shade that blends with her skin tone and her undertone. So the HD Skin is the perfect option for her because it has that really skin tone texture to it, as well as skin tone shades. And since she's on the oilier side, the HD Skin also does have a 24-hour waterproof wear.
Amazing.
Are you ready for this?
I'm beyond ready.
Since Stu mentioned that her complexion doesn't usually stay on her for all day, we're gonna show her this product because it's gonna give her that all day wear. So same as our primer, we'll have you turn slightly this way. Same idea as the primer, we're gonna start in the center of the skin and we're gonna stretch this product in a downward motion. Now, something else I love about this formula is it really is a perfect medium buildable coverage, so you can totally customize your complexion routine every single day. Some days you might feel like you need a little bit more coverage, some days you might feel like you need a little bit less, but this is the perfect product for all day wear and to be able to customize your coverage. Stu, what kind of coverage do you normally like from your foundation?
I honestly love a nice medium coverage. Not too little, not too much.
Gotcha. So if you like more of a medium coverage, I would say apply about 1 to 2 pumps of this formula onto your brush for that medium coverage. If you like a little bit more coverage like myself, I usually do 2 to 4 pumps and build up in the areas that I want a little bit more coverage. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody could see one side to the other. We're seeing a ton of hearts coming through. And how does this formula feel on your skin?
It feels like there's nothing on my face. It feels like you were just rubbing the brush on.
It feels really lightweight.
Yeah.
So we'll do the same on the other side, starting in the center of the face and stretching down. And how do you feel about the shade match? Because I know that was something you had mentioned earlier as well, that you sometimes struggle with finding the perfect undertone for your skin.
I love it. It's like the perfect neutral. Sometimes they say neutral, but it's still a little yellow, but this is a true neutral.
I love that. So it definitely has a really nice balance of cool and warm undertones. And this is actually one of the formulas that we got to work on the shade range in the US for the tan to deep complexion tones. Being a part of the Makeup Forever Pro Collective, we also like to ensure that we're creating shades that fit our markets globally across the world, as well as locally. I do have to say, Stu, this foundation looks flawless on you. Not that your skin wasn't already pretty flawless.
Thank you.
Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody could see how effortless this formula is and how easy it was to apply. Lisa is saying beautiful.
Thank you.
So we do have a question or a comment from Janet saying she wishes it wasn't as matte anymore. Janet, if you like a little bit more glow to your HD skin, I would always partner it with the HD booster. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so you can even see on a Stu, it has a little bit more of that lifelike glowy texture to it. So if you like that glow to your skin, definitely start off with the Step 1 primer and Hydra Booster. And then you don't even have to set it with any powders if you want to keep that glow for all day wear, because it already is a 24-hour waterproof formula. Okay, so we've already got primer down, we've got our foundation on. Now let's go in and give a little bit of concealing under the eye area, because the eyes and lips are really gonna be the star of the show tonight, but we wanna make sure that we have a really nice even canvas. And to do that, we're gonna use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, and Stu's perfect shade is shade 50. So this is gonna help neutralize under the eye. Again, it's more of a neutral undertone, so not too warm or not too golden. It's just gonna really neutralize. This concealer is great for anyone. It has a 12-hour wear. It is crease-free and self-setting. So if you're a little bit drier or maybe even have some texture under the eye area, you do not have to put any powder on top of this concealer. It is going to stay all day for 12-hour wear. Are we excited about this?
Very excited.
Okay, I know you mentioned longevity was a big concern for you.
Yes.
So we're gonna pick up our product, and I'm gonna use just a little bit right on the tip of my brush, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever 144 brush. This is an absolute must-have. I have at least 5 of these in my kit at all times. I love to use this for eyeshadows, for highlight, for concealer. You can really do so many different things with this brush, and it is perfect for diffusing concealer. So I'm gonna have you look all the way up for me to make sure that we're not overusing product. I'm just gonna do like 3 little dashes right under the eye area. I'll clean off my brush to make sure that I'm not applying more product. And then starting in the inner corner and stretching this product outward towards the outer corner to give us that beautiful even coverage. Now I know we see a lot of trends on social media with concealers. There's a whole lot of different hacks and tips and tricks out there. I believe very strongly in using concealer where it's needed. So starting in that inner corner and stretching that product out, go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody can see the difference of one side to the other. It's a really great way to save time when you're applying your concealer without overusing too much product. Now, if you have a concern of concealer creasing under the eye, I always like to take the trick of rolling the brush under the eye to pick up any extra product that might crease under the eye. So Stu, I'm gonna have you look all the way up for us, and we're just gonna really lightly roll that brush right under the eye area, and it'll pick up any additional product that may have potentially creased under the eye. We're talking all day wear here. Stu's gotta wear this for all day in the office and then straight to the holiday parties. We'll do the same on the other side, picking up a little bit more concealer, doing 3 dots. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody can see my placement. And then using my 144 brush and stretching it out. And you can see how easy this product blends. And again, the coverage is buildable. So we have buildable coverage since the Stu prefers more of a medium coverage. You have the option to build it up. So we have a question from Sophia asking, what is one go-to complexion product? I would have to say my go-to complexion product is always going to be the Makeup Forever HD Skin, because it evens out my complexion, and even if I don't have time to put on highlight, contour, blush, it just gives me a really nice even canvas. Stu, do you have one complexion must-have product that you always have to wear?
I'm gonna be honest, I think it also is HD Skin. I can't risk with my oily skin, my makeup not lasting all day. So
I love that.
It always hooks me up when I'm in a pinch.
I love that. So HD Skin is going to be your best friend, not just for every day, but even for holidays. And don't forget our deal on Complexion right now. We've got the Power Partners happening. So for $60, you can pick your foundation and your concealer, which is an amazing value. So we've already prepped a stew with our Hydra Booster. We went in and evened out all over with HD Skin. We brightened under eye with the Ultra HD Concealer. And now we're gonna go in, set it and forget it. We're gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. Since again, you mentioned your skin is on the oilier side, this is the perfect product to set your foundation with. And you also mentioned that you want something that's gonna stay on for all day wear.
Yes.
So this is gonna help lock it in while controlling that shine at the same time without dehydrating or drying out the skin. Something we do a little bit different with our setting powders than a lot of other setting powders out there is they are pigmented. So you can either find your perfect match for your setting powder, or if you like to do a little bit brighter, you go one shade brighter, and that'll give that beautiful overall brightness to the skin. We also include the powder puff in with the purchase. So you've got your powder puff, you've got your powder, and if you do like to travel with your powder, it's got an extra lid space in there so your powder isn't flying all over the place every time you take it out of your makeup bag. I'm gonna actually use a brush to apply this because we're gonna be a little bit more controlled of where we're placing this product. Since you mentioned your T-zone is really where you get shiny,
Yes.
We're gonna just control the shine there because we have this beautiful shine happening everywhere else, that beautiful glowiness to your skin, and we don't wanna mattify that. We're just gonna mattify in the unwanted areas where you're normally gonna get a little bit shinier. So the shade that we're using on a stew is shade number 5, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever 156 brush to really press it into the skin. I love that it's not too big of a powder brush. I like smaller powder brushes, especially when you're being very specific on how you're setting. Sometimes I might even take it and press it into my hand just to warm up the product a little bit before we go into those hot spots. So starting in the center of the forehead, and doing a little bit more of a tapping motion. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody could see how it instantly took away that unwanted shine while still leaving it very skin-like. Now we're gonna go in right along the nose area to set and take away that unwanted shine and bring it right down to the chin. Stu, are there any other areas of concern that you like to set that I did not set already for you?
Honestly, no. This is perfect.
We hit all the hot spots.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so now that we've evened out, I think it's time to add a little bit of dimension back into the skin. So I'm gonna pull out my secret weapon for complexion, which is the Makeup Forever Artist Face Colors. Now, what I love about this is they come in 3 different formulas. We have highlights, we have sculpts, and we have blushes, and they're completely customizable. So you can find your perfect shades to pop into your palettes, and they can really be used anywhere on the face because it is an artist face color. So Stu loves to highlight. So in Stu's Perfect palette, she actually has 2 highlight shades and 1 sculpting shade. So to do so, we're gonna actually swipe down, starting on the lighter shade and bringing it into the darker shades. And that's how we're gonna do Stu's highlight because we know she loves to glow. And for our application, turn just a little bit more, and I'm gonna have you get a little bit closer too so everybody could see this magic happening. We're gonna start really close to that hairline and do a figure 8 motion. So you can see it instantly gives that beautiful color, that beautiful highlight, and it really nicely blends onto the skin. That's what I love about these artist face colors. They're so easy to use. They blend effortlessly, and because they are a powder, they do give you that all day wear. Now let's highlight the other side. Again, starting super close to the hairline. Turn just a little bit and get a little bit closer at that hairline in that figure 8 motion. You can see how the brush literally does the work just by hugging the highest point of the cheek and effortlessly applying our highlight shade for that glow. Can we get some hearts in the chat for this glow? Are you loving this glow on you?
I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
These are some of my favorite products, so I'm so glad Stu feels the same way. We see the hearts coming through. Yes, I see Gia saying she loves that there is a mirror in there. Yes, that's what I love about the palette as well, is that it's not just customizable, but you actually have the mirror in the palette as well. So if you're applying your products on the go, it's super easy. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna give a little bit of a sculpt to Stu's cheeks. Gorgeous cheekbones. I mean, come on. And what I love about applying that highlight first is if you turn slightly, by applying that highlight first, we can already kind of start to see where the natural sculpts of the face are. So now that we're doing her sculpting shade, it's going to be completely effortless. For this, we're gonna actually use kind of like a blush shade that matches the eyeshadow and the lip color, but we're gonna do it in a little bit more of a sculpting way. I'm gonna continue to work with my 156 brush, and this is the shade right here in our palette. I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of product right on the tip of the brush, and then going again super close to the ear so it looks like we woke up like this, and stretching this product forward. You can see how it gives that instant color, and then I like to push it up so that it meets the highlight. You can even take this and make a really nice big figure 8 motion to highlight or to kind of marry your highlight and your contour all together. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody can see how she's got cheeks. She is serving these cheeks for these holiday parties. We see a ton of hearts coming through. Everyone's in love. Lisa, can this same makeup be used for every day? Absolutely, Lisa. You can definitely use this for every day. Any of the products that we're using, maybe you'll just go a little less or use a little less product, but they're completely customizable. All of these products and these shades are even great for every day, depending on how you like to use them. Just use a little less product if you want it lighter for every day, and then you can easily bump it up for your holiday or evening. Let's go ahead and sculpt the other side. Again, starting super close to the ear and stretching that product forward, and then blending it up towards the highlight. And again, you can even do that big figure 8 motion if you really want it to hug the cheek and marry everything all together. How are we feeling about this, Stu?
I love it. Everything looks so good.
Now we're not done yet, because this would not be a Randazzle live stream if we didn't add a little dazzle, right?
Right.
Are you nervous?
Very.
So we are now going to really take this into our holiday look with one secret product. And that product is the Makeup Forever Starlit Glitters. We need some hearts in the chat if you are excited. I cannot put this on Stu's face until we see hearts coming through the chat. What I love about this product is how multi-dimensional it is. Oh, did you see all those hearts coming through? They are very excited. I love that it's so multi-dimensional and it looks so different on top of any colors. So as we mentioned, that Stu is wearing our Berry eyeshadow palette here, which is a $39 price point, amazing value. And I'm actually wearing our Ginger palette, which you can put this glitter on top of any brown shades too. So you can really transform any look with just a little bit of glitter. And I think we're not just gonna use it on the eyes. I think we need to use it on the lips too. Send more hearts in the chat if you wanna see this glitter on the eyes and the lips. So the way I like to use it is, of course, to lock it in with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. Send some hearts in the chat if you've used this product before. Don't forget, a little Mist and Fix is also a part of the 4-piece gift set that we are going to be giving to the first 150 orders who purchase with us today. So you've got your mini size Mist and Fix. You're also going to have a graphic pen waterproof eyeliner, as well as our professional mascara. And the best part is, hold it up, Stu, show everybody the amazing bag that it all comes in.
Cute.
So to adhere this glitter, we're gonna use the Mist and Fix, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever 226 brush, which is a little bit smaller than the brush we use to apply the concealer. It's almost like the size of a pointer finger, so it's perfect shape for getting into the eyelid area. And what I like to do is I actually like to really spray my 226 brush with the Mist and Fix. I'll dip it into my glitter. I think you're gonna need to get a little bit closer, Stu, so everybody could see the magic really happening. So we'll dip into the glitter. I usually like to flip my brush upside down or to the side and do a little bit of a tapping motion. Go ahead and get a little bit closer even. Yes, we need the hearts in the chat for this moment, because this is the moment. Again, I love how this glitter reflects on so many different colors, but especially on top of the berry eyeshadow. Yes, all the hearts are coming through. That's it, that's all. Everyone is super excited. We're getting some wows, we're getting all of the hearts. All right, let's put some on the other eye so we're matching. And this glitter was shade S112, which again, it reflects very differently depending on what you put it on top of. So now we'll go back in and do the other eye and have Stu get closer as soon as I'm done so you can really see how beautiful this glitter looks on top of her everyday look and how we easily turn this everyday eye into her holiday eyes. There she is. Jay Million is saying, there she is, all the glitter. Yes, Sophia, so you can definitely apply this. You don't have to wear it for all day wear, but it's super easy to apply before you go out to any parties or for the evening. All you need is your trusty Mist and Fix, a 226 brush, and your glitter to turn any look into this beautiful glitter eye look. Now, I did promise that we were gonna do it on lips too. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna apply it in a very similar way. We're gonna take our Mist and Fix and our 226 brush. I'm gonna spray my brush again. We're gonna pick up some of our glitter. Go ahead and get closer so everybody can see. And same idea, we're just gonna tap it right on top of this beautiful berry lip shade. Stu had down the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Free Burgundy with the Rouge Artist in 418, which is a beautiful berry shade. And we're just tapping this glitter right on top. I can see out of the corner of my eye that the hearts are flowing in the chat. Everybody is so excited. I'm glad to see that everybody is in love with glitter just as much as I am. And I think you are now, Stu.
I love it. Wow.
Go ahead and get closer so everybody can see your official holiday look.
The reflex, though, looks so good.
Yes, Shira is saying glitter goals. So again, just to recap some of the core products that we did, since I know you mentioned that longevity was a concern for you, we really had to make sure we evened out the skin with the HD Skin Formula, which is a 24-hour waterproof wear, because we know you need that all day wear. We went in with the Ultra HD Concealer to even out under the eye area. We set it and forget it with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder. We added the dimension back into the skin with the completely customizable Artist Face Color Palettes. Don't forget, you can customize your own palettes and pick out your own shades. If you're extra like a Stu, you can pick out 2 different highlights and a sculpting shade, or you can do a highlight, a sculpt, and a blush. You can really mix and match. The possibilities are totally endless with this palette. And then the secret to turning this into the holiday look, of course, was our Makeup Forever Starlit Glitter. Now, longevity is your concern. Yes. We're gonna do one last step, which is we're going to spray the Mist and Fix. Oh, Stu is going right in and spraying the Mist and Fix all over to set her entire makeup look for that all day wear. I love that you just jumped right in there and took it out of my hand. She said, I'm ready for my holiday parties.
You guys want to see? Wow.
All the hearts coming through.
Randy, you did that.
Stu, I will see you at our holiday party later.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see how long this makeup stays on. I hope there's an after party so we can really test it out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Stu. I had so much fun with you. Now, since we did beautiful complexion on Stu, it's only fair that I invite my friend Amanda over, and now we're going to show you how to recreate those eyes. Hey. Amanda, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm way better now that you're here with me.
You're too kind. Too kind.
So, for Amanda, we're going to talk all about eyes today.
Okay.
She really likes eyes. We talked a little bit about it. So we actually prepped her skin already, since the skin is secondary. The eyes are really going to be the star of the show for Amanda, but we of course wanted to make sure that we were picking out products that were going to take you from all day to holiday. So Amanda has on her skin none other than the Makeup Forever HD Skin, and the shade she's wearing is 2Y36. Again, if you need to find your shade, make sure you hop over to makeupforever.com so you can use the shade finder and find your perfect HD skin match. Next, under the eyes, we went in with the Ultra HD Concealer in shade 31 to give a little bit of brightness under the eye area and really neutralize some of that darkness. Since the eyes are really going to be the star of the show, we wanted to make sure that the under eye was really nice and bright. And then, of course, we had to set with the Ultra HD Matte Setting Powder, and we use shade 2 for you because you like a little bit of brightness in the center, right?
Absolutely.
And tell us a little bit more about your skin. Are you oily, combination, normal?
Depends on the season, but typically I'm more oily combination.
Oily combination. So even for Amanda, we made sure that we were just putting that powder in the hot spots, in those areas where she might get a little bit oily, to really lock that makeup in for all day wear. Now, we also have the Artist Face Color Trio for Amanda's perfect shades. We have her highlight in H106, we have her sculpting shade, and her blush in B302, which is a beautiful peachy color. And I believe somebody was asking about what lip combination I have on. And I am wearing Wherever Walnut Artist Color Pencil because it is one of our best sellers. Amanda is also actually wearing it. That's your
I love this
her
one
favorite
so
shade.
much. You can have it back now, I promise.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And then I also have our Rouge Artist Forever Mattes in 194, which is a really pretty, like a mauvey neutral color. And then I just put a little bit of our Ultra HD Lip Booster on top for some hydration. Since it is winter, I'm a little dehydrated and I like a little bit of shine. On Amanda, she is also wearing the Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut, as well as the Tinted Lip Booster. So this is what she's got on already. We're gonna go in and let's talk a little bit about the eyes. So as I mentioned earlier on Stu, she was wearing the Berry eyeshadow palette, but I do also want to show you the other versions that we have in this formula. We also have the Ginger palette, which I am wearing on my eyes. I like to keep it bronzy, more neutral. And we also have a beautiful tangerine option. What I love about these is they come pre-made, so the shades are already picked out for you, but you can really use these shades anywhere. You have beautiful combination of different textures as well as different shades, so the possibilities with these palettes are endless. And the price point of $39, they are the perfect gift for me, for you, and for whoever else you're buying for. Now, we are going to have Amanda pick out which eyeshadow palette she would like to wear.
They're all so beautiful, but I feel like we have to go with the berry because I feel like it's gonna really bring out the green in my eyes, and it just like there's so many different combinations.
You are so right about that. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody can see your beautiful eye shade. And these berries will absolutely bring out the green in her eyes. Now, don't forget, if you miss any part of this live stream, it is going to stay on makeupforever.com so you can rewatch all of the tips and tricks that we did for Stu's complexion, as well as all the tips and tricks we're going to do for Amanda's eye look. So since you mentioned the berry color, we're gonna start with this shade right here on the bottom, and we're gonna lay that all over the eyelid to really make your eye shade pop. To do that, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever 226 brush. And because we really want this color to pop, I'm actually gonna take my brush and push into my product. So I'm really loading up my bristles with a ton of product. This is not something we wanna be generous with. We really want to use a lot of product for this. So starting in the center, really close to the lash line, and I'm just gonna stretch that product up towards the crease to lay a foundation or a wash of this color on the eyelid. I'm gonna have you go ahead and open for me. Now you can see how it instantly makes your eye color pop. But I think we need to layer it a little bit more and make it a little bit more intense. It is the holidays. What do you think, Amanda?
Absolutely.
So let's layer this shade. Again, these eyeshadows are really nice and blendable. And what you'll notice is you don't really have any fallout with them. That's why I like to use a Makeup Forever brush like the 226, because it really holds the eyeshadow from the brush directly to the eye area without having that fallout. So even if your complexion is done already, you can always go back and add that eyeshadow without experiencing any fallout and having to retouch. We have a lot of hearts coming through. Everybody's saying it's super pretty. We're getting some really beautiful eyes in there. And somebody actually just asked about fallout. So yes, I would definitely, if fallout is a concern for you, I would definitely use a smaller brush that's a little bit more dense. And how you pick up your product matters as well. When you use brushes that are super fluffy and do a little bit more of this motion, you have a tendency of running the risk of having that fallout. So if you like to have a little bit of a softer wash of color, take your brush and swipe down on your product. If you like full color coverage, take your brush and push into your product and use really gentle pressing motions to place your product versus using a lot of buffing motions or that back and forth. That will really help avoid any of that fallout. And again, we're working with a pretty bold color here, and so far none of it has fallen out onto Amanda's already beautiful complexion. We have a gorge coming in the comments. Katie cannot wait to try this palette. Lisa said boom grabba, and we're getting some fire coming through. So again, starting super close to that lash line and using more of a pressing motion to build up the color coverage without any fallout. Now, we're gonna go in with a little bit of a brown color that we have in this palette here. It's a really nice like red-brown shade, and it's just gonna kind of soften the edges a little bit in the crease. And for something like that, I like to use something that's not super fluffy, but again, is one of my absolute favorite brushes. You saw me using it earlier for a Stu's concealer, and that is the Makeup Forever 144 brush. And the color in this palette is shade number 608, which is one of my personal favorite shades. It's in this berry palette right here, already pre-made. And what I like to do is start from my outer corner and sweep in. Again, you're not gonna see a windshield wiper motion or that back and forth because we wanna keep our intensity in that outer corner and we don't wanna lose it as we move into the inner corner. We just wanna soften the edges a little bit so there's no harsh lines from our eyeshadow. Go ahead and get a little bit closer, Amanda, so everybody can see how that's looking. We have so many hearts coming through the chat. I think this is the most hearts we've seen in a very long time. And let's do the same on the other side. So again, working from our outer corner in with our 144 brush and the 608 eyeshadow to soften any harsh lines. And go ahead and open for me. Her eyes are beautiful and green. So I do have to say that we already put some eyeliner in her waterline. We used the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil in black. Amanda's eyes are a little bit more sensitive, so we wanted to get kind of a base coat of that eyeliner, but I want to show you how easy it goes onto the waterline to give that definition. So we're gonna have Amanda look all the way up. Bring your chin down for me a little bit, all the way up. This is a really great pencil for giving definition and all day wear. It is a 24-hour waterproof pencil that I cannot live without. I cannot do my eye makeup without this product. It is my absolute must-have for every day. Look all the way up again for me. And what I love is how easy it glides right onto the skin. So even if you are more sensitive, it glides on and it gives you that color payoff immediately. You do have a little bit of playtime if you want to smudge it out. Like I like to smudge underneath the eye a little bit, or you can leave it really nice and crisp like Amanda likes it. Our next step in Amanda's holiday eyes is going to be the Makeup Forever. We are going to use the graphic pen. Now don't forget, we actually have this as a part of the 4-piece gift set that you will get for the first 150 customers with this amazing cute little bag. You've got your graphic pen, you've got your mini mist and fix, as well as the professional mascara in step 1 and step 2. Let me show you how to use this graphic pen. So something I love about it is that it is a 24-hour wear because it is also a part of our Aqua Resist collection. I do love how, again, it glides on so easy and gives that immediate color payoff. And it has what we call at Makeup Forever a non-stop flow technology. We all know that we've had that pen that dries out. You have to keep closing the cap, shaking it up to bring it back to life. You do not have to do that with this product. Now, I've just been standing here talking about this product with the cap off, and I'm gonna show you how easily it applies, and I don't have to put the cap back on and shake it back up. So on Amanda, we're gonna get really close to that lash line and just stretch that product right across her lid. It's super easy to work with. It has a nice felt tip to it. So it glides right across the eyelid and you get that full color payoff immediately.
That's awesome.
A lot of hearts coming through. How are you feeling about your eye look so far?
I'm so excited.
I know these are colors she doesn't normally do, but we're playing with some berries because we're challenging ourselves to bring out that eye color, right? For your holiday parties?
Absolutely.
Now, I know you have a lot of holiday parties coming up too. Which one are you most excited about?
There's just so many.
There are so many. We won't
As
count.
long as you're there, it's gonna be great.
There. I'll be there with you. Look all the way down again, and let's do your graphic pen on the other side. Again, stretching that product right across the eyelid and giving that beautiful definition. I know we can all use a black eyeliner in our arsenal, especially for the holiday time. Now, let's get into some lashes. We also did talk about how you are getting the Makeup Forever Professional Mascara in that 4-piece gift set. I'm gonna show you what the full size looks like and how I like to use it. So this is a double-sided mascara. There's a step 1 and a step 2. What I love about this, just as many of the other products we've shown you today, it is completely customizable. You get to choose your own adventure and how you like to wear this product. Some people like to use step 1 alone. Some people like to use step 2 alone. Some people like to use step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2. Do you have a preference, Amanda, on how you like to use it?
Not really.
She just likes to get it done. I like that. My kind of gal. So on Amanda, we're gonna actually go in with the step 1 first. What's really unique about the step 1 is that it has a really small micro brush, so it allows you to get that beautiful lift. I like to consider this sometimes almost like my lash primer. It helps lift the lashes and gives kind of like that base coat, so then when you go in with step 2, you get full volume and color payoff. So I'm gonna have Amanda look all the way down to the floor for me. Amanda does have beautiful long lashes naturally, and we just wanna push them up a little bit, so we're not coating the whole lash with the step 1. We're really just getting super close to the root to push them up for that lift. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody can see. Amazing, instant lift from the mascara. And we'll do the same on the other side. Look all the way down to the floor. Getting super close to that root of the lash to push them up. And now I'm gonna go in with step 2, and this is really gonna build the volume. Now this mascara, for the price point, is absolutely amazing. And we love having 2 different mascaras in one packaging. The packaging was actually inspired by our founder, Danny Sands, who always used to keep a tool in her brush belt. You never know as makeup artists what you're gonna be asked to do. So she always had a screwdriver in her tool belt. And this was the inspiration behind the packaging for this mascara, because it is the perfect tool or multitasker for your mascara. So now we're gonna go in with step 2. And this is where we're gonna build our volume. This is where the drama comes in. Look all the way down again for me. And we're just gonna press and wiggle all the way up to really build those beautiful long lashes that you naturally have. So if you're somebody like me who has shorter lashes, this is a really nice formula because it doesn't weigh your lashes down. It actually holds them up and holds the curl really nicely. This is a perfect mascara for any lash type because you can really customize how you build and layer this product.
Wow.
We're getting a lot of hearts coming through the chat for your lashes. How are your lashes looking?
They look so awesome. Like completely changed.
People want to know if Amanda is wearing contact lenses. Amanda, tell the world.
No, these are my natural eyes.
She was born like this. She woke up like this. Minus the makeup. The eye color is all her. We can't take any credit for that. So now what we can do is we can make this a little bit smokier, and then we're going to show the real secret weapon here. So to make it a little bit smokier, I like to use the Makeup Forever 212 pencil brush. And I'm gonna go right back in with that berry shade that we used all over the lid. I'm gonna have Amanda turn towards me a little bit and look all the way up. And we're just gonna work from that outer corner and smoke out a little bit of that lash line. And we really love to do that, especially for an eye color like Amanda's, because it really helps create a lot of balance and really make that green in her eye pop. Look all the way up. Not only are these eyeshadows super easy to work with minimal fallout, but they blend really nice and easy and have a 12-hour wear to them. So we love that. When we talk about longevity, we love a makeup that's gonna stay on for all day wear. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so everybody could see how we smoked you out just a little bit under the lash line.
It's so cool. I love it.
Okay, now the holiday transformation is coming in. So we use the glitter on a stew, but we're gonna use a different product on you. It is called the Makeup Forever Starlit Diamond Powder. So Amanda's sometimes a little bit more nervous about glitter, but likes that shine and definitely wants her eyes to stand out and pop at her holiday parties. So we went with a little bit of a finer glitter. This is a smaller particle than your Starlit glitters. Your Starlit glitters are your traditional big chunks of glitter, where your Starlit diamonds are really, really fine, and they just give a beautiful sheen in a much smaller particle. They also are really multi-dimensional. I see a lot of hearts coming through because I know what that means. You're just telling me to get to it and get this product on her. Okay, so we're also gonna apply it a little bit different than our glitter since it is this finer particle. I'm gonna take my Mist and Fix and I'm actually gonna spray the back of my hand instead of my brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that Mist and Fix with my finger. I'm gonna have Amanda get really nice and close so everybody could see this magic happening. I'm gonna have her close and we're gonna tap some of that Mist and Fix onto the eyelid. And then I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever 226 brush, pick up some of that Starlit Diamond, and we're gonna press it right onto the eyelid. And this is where the real magic happens, is when the glitter goes on and completely transforms the eye look. Go ahead and get a little bit closer so we make sure everybody can see how gorgeous that Starlit Diamond is.
Oh my goodness.
All the hearts coming through. Sophia said, drum roll, please. And I love it because you can layer it as well. So if you want to make it a little bit more impactful, Just give it a little bit and then go right back in and layer that product. So get a little bit closer again so everybody can see. And because we laid down that mist and fix, what you'll notice again is there's virtually no fallout of this product anywhere. It's staying right on the eyelid. Jenny is adding it to the cart. Everybody's saying it's pretty. Michelle says pretty. How do you feel in this eye?
I feel so awesome right now.
Did we transform your everyday eye into your holiday eye?
Absolutely. Look at the difference.
It does give such a beautiful glow and difference, and it's the easiest way. We do offer it in a ton of different colors. We're using shade 108 on Amanda, which has kind of like a green, blue, kind of a cranberry reflex, which is why we put it on top of the berry color. One of my other favorite shades is the 107 in the Starlit Diamond. It's a little bit more of a rose gold. That's usually the one I put on top of any of my bronzy eyes. But there's so many different shades and so many different options. You can easily transform any look into a holiday look. We're getting a ton of hearts and heart eyes from Anthony in the chat. So let's go ahead and we'll do the same on the other side. So again, first taking some of our mist and fix and tapping it into the eyelid with our fingers. And then we're gonna pick up our Starlit Diamond and pressing it right on top of that mist and fix. This is one layer. Go ahead and get closer so everyone can see before I add our second layer. Kathy's saying, I love it. And a ton of hearts coming through still. And now let's add our second layer. And because we use the mist and fix, it's really going to keep any of that fallout from happening, but also keep this on for all day wear. How do you feel in your holiday eyes?
I feel so sparkly. I love it.
I love that. We do have a lot of sparkle going on, so we're gonna actually keep the lip a little bit more neutral. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a good choice.
So again, we lined her lips with the Wherever Walnut, and then we went in with the Makeup Forever Lip Booster. Oh, another one who just loves to apply her own makeup on camera. So she is taking her Ultra HD Lip Booster in the tinted formula and sliding it right on top of that Wherever Walnut. It has that perfect neutral lip tone shade to it, and it gives that beautiful surge of hydration to the lips. How does it feel going on?
It's so smooth. I feel like it's not sticky at all. I love it. Can I take this? I'm taking
that. You can, yes, you can absolutely have that. Thank you so much. I can't thank you and Astu enough for joining me. We are so excited that we were able to showcase how to take your everyday look and turn it into your holiday looks. Come on up, Astu. I'm gonna have my girls show off their holiday looks one more time. Go ahead and get closer. We have a ton of hearts coming through the chat. Don't forget, if you missed any part of this live stream, you can always rewatch it on makeupforever.com. Don't forget about our amazing deals. The first 150 customers are going to get a travel size mist and fix, the graphic pen which we used, as well as the step 1 and step 2 professional mascara. Of course, can one of you show off the beautiful bag that it comes in? Amazing. And don't forget about our Power Partner deal as well, that you can pick your perfect foundation and concealer for a $60 value. All of the eyes that we have here created were all a part of the palettes, the pre-made palettes that we're offering. So my lovely friends here are both wearing the shade Berry palette. And I actually am wearing the ginger shade because I love the bronzies and the browns and the neutrals. And we do also offer a beautiful tangerine option. All of your eyeshadow palettes are $39. I had so much fun doing this with you all. I hope you all had so much fun watching us transform their everyday look into their holiday look. We can't thank you enough for joining us. And please stay tuned because we're gonna see you next year with new tips and new tricks to take you through 2023. Thank you so much. We'll see you next year.